This is the Jaguar Den, on the home of all things North Laurel, FM 98.5, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network via North Laurel Nation. This is where we proudly highlight all our student athletes and band members. You'll see and hear from basketball, cross country, soccer, volleyball, bass fishing, baseball, softball, track and field, golf, tennis, archery, football, swimming, cheer, and dance. Thank you for joining us in the Den. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
You have found the source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best in country and southern gospel.
We are the light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to the Jaguar Broadcasting Network on North Laurel Nation. We are here at the Palace for our fourth Jaguar Den show. This is something new we started recently in the past few months, and just an opportunity to come on here and kind of keep you guys updated with the things going on within our school and within North Laurel Athletics. So excited to have my co-host back on this month. Mike Black is joining me again here to help me out a little bit today with the show, but we're excited for this episode. We're going to start off here with introducing our new assistant principal, James Gray. We're going to have him on here, get the opportunity to ask some questions and for you all to learn a little bit more about him. And why he came to North Laurel, and then going to follow up with some new sports. We've got golf starting up now, boys and girls golf, and along with cross country with our new hire in Judd Weaver.
Yeah, we're going to take an opportunity to highlight some of our fall sports. You know, school's getting ready to start back, and in the fall, everybody thinks about football, but North Laurel's got a lot of other sports going on in the fall that are very competitive. And we'll hear from our boys golf team. Our girls golf team couldn't be here tonight because they have a match, so we'll hear from them in September. But we'll hear from Coach Chris Stone and several of his players, Max Dotson, Wes Storm, and Will Sutton. And like you mentioned, we'll also hear from our cross-country team, new head coach, Judd Weaver, taking over for longtime cross-country coach, Rachel Gaynor, who did an outstanding job and built that program up, and very competitive program, and we're excited to see the direction that's going to go. So just an opportunity to highlight some other student athletes, and I think Coach Weaver has 6 student athletes he's brought with him today, as you know, they're in their preparation, getting ready for their season. So excited to be able to hear from them and spotlight those programs and those sports teams.
Absolutely, and we'd just like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors. As we mentioned, football is another big sport in the fall, and we have the opportunity here at the Jaguar Broadcasting Network to be able to put those games out there for you all. But in order to do that, we need sponsors. So big shout-out to London Power Equipment. They were our first sponsor for the fall football season coming up. And so if anyone else is interested in being a sponsor and helping us out and getting these players the recognition they deserve, you can reach out to either me or Kip Jervis, and we'll get you set up. But we'll go ahead and take a quick break here, and we'll be back with the new assistant principal, James Gray. You're listening to Jalen and Mike Black here, live from the Palace in the 5th episode of Jaguar Den.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
Like that.
Sounds good.
You should be able to talk about yourself. All right, welcome back here to the Jaguar Den, joined now by the new assistant principal, James Gray. James, we are very excited to welcome you to the North Laurel family, and we are just glad that you decided to come out tonight and do this interview with us. So just tell everyone a little bit about you and your family and kind of how you got started in education.
Okay. My name is James Gray. I'm originally from Clay County. Taught 4 years in Fayette County, teaching second grade at Dixie Elementary Magnet School. Moved back home. Taught 4 more years at Goose Rock Elementary, and then most recently I've been the principal at Paces Creek Elementary for 11 years.
Wow. Okay. And one of the things, during this hiring process, they weren't really looking for, whoever had the most experience. It was more about who fit in well, and they really felt like, your goals and priorities fit great with what they were trying to do at North Laurel. And Ms. Davis is excited about what you're going to do here. Just talk a little bit about how it feels the first few weeks starting this new job and how it's a little different pace from elementary.
It is definitely a different pace, but the faculty there at North has been wonderful. In the interview process, Ms. Davis spoke about the family atmosphere, and that is something I've already been able to see, and that is something that is true. A lot of times people can talk about, well, we're going to be a family atmosphere, but at North Laurel High School, they actually live it.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has been wonderful to work with. Everyone has welcomed me with open arms, and I love it, and I'm excited about working there throughout the school year.
Absolutely. And, we're only a couple days away from the first day of school now. What is one thing you're looking forward to most about greeting the new students here in your new position?
Just getting to know these kids. And, with an elementary principal, you're laying the foundation for kids as they start their academic careers. But I guess as an assistant at the high school level, you get to watch these kids as they get ready to head out into the real world and just make those relationships as they become adults and start going to college or getting in, different careers. So it's going to be a different aspect of it, but also it's going to be a very rewarding one.
Absolutely. And you mentioned, you're seeing two different perspectives now, was working with the younger kids and now as they're older and about to head into adulthood. What is one skill you think being at the elementary level has helped you and will help you in this new position with high school kids?
Just the importance of relationships. I mean, I think that doesn't change. I know the way you develop those will definitely change. However, a kindergartner or a senior, they all want to be liked and they want to develop that relationship, and they want someone there to connect with them. And I think that's something I look forward to doing. It's going to be different, but I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. And we talked a little bit off air before the show started about sports and things. So, you're a sports guy. Talk about just the excitement of coming to a new school and learning new athletic teams and just following along our sports teams.
And, my kids, I got 5 kids, 4 of which are involved in sports. My boys play golf and basketball, so they know some of the guys that's coming up here in a few minutes to talk on the golf team. So just being able to see those kids and interact with them and know some familiar faces, just from whether I see them on the basketball floor or on the golf. Of course, either way, it's going to make it feel a lot more like at home. Just being able to see those kids and put a name and a face together.
Absolutely. All right. So is there anything else, you would like to let Jaguar Nation know? We're excited to have you here and want you, to feel comfortable and welcome in the family.
Let's go Jags. I'm ready.
Absolutely. All right. This has been new assistant principal James Gray. We'll step aside for a quick break and hear from your boys golf team.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
You have found the source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best of country and southern gospel.
We are the Light of London, 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. This is Jalen Black and Mike Black, and we are joined now by the boys' head golf coach, Chris Stone. Stone, thank you for joining us tonight here on the show.
Glad to be here.
We're excited to talk a little bit about golf and the great golf team. Obviously, last year you guys had an outstanding season as a team was able to win region, and then you had Brady Hensley runner-up at state. Just talk a little bit about kind of the positive trajectory that you guys are heading in.
You know, when I took over the golf program, we didn't have a lot of golfers. So what we've done is we've worked really hard to build the program. The last couple of years, we had 17 to 20 kids out there playing.
Wow.
And they started really with that group that we had last year. I mean, arguably, they are probably the best golf team we've had at North Laurel High School, finishing 6th overall in the All-State points. And then we had Brady, finish 4th there at the state tournament, also an All-State player. It just shows those kids get out and play a lot. But they actually fed into these younger bunch that I have now. So a lot of people think that we're rebuilding, but the truth is I got some young kids that learn from them. They've been practicing a lot, and now it's their time to shine, and really look forward to us actually continuing on the growth of the golf program.
Absolutely, and one of those players we're going to interview here in a little bit, Max Dotson. I've been seeing his name pop up in a lot of articles, leading the team right now so far at the start of the season. Talk a little bit about just Max and what he is to this program.
You know, first I'm going to say this. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
He's a freshman. But he was one of those kids that came in and joined us, 7th grade, kind of learned from that older bunch on what they had to do to practice like a pro. We're out here practicing with purpose. We're not just out playing golf. And he put in his time. And, Black and I played a lot of golf. And really, if you get out there and work on chipping and putting a lot, it changes your game. So his first few years he gets to play, but he's really working on those fundamentals. And now this year, he got out there and, things just started to click.
Yeah.
I know he shot a 69 earlier this week or last week. Really, he had that focus that you see in a pro. He was out there thinking through a shot and then hitting the shot. But he learned a lot, and he's grown up a lot. You wouldn't know he's a freshman.
No, I had the opportunity to play with him there about a month ago. Just ran into him and his uncle Jamie and cousin Cooper that I know, and I was just really impressed by, the way he handled himself, on the golf course for just being a freshman. And you could tell then he's got skills. It's, just maturing in that mental aspect. And we talk about that. Golf's as much mental as it is physical.
That's the thing. I know enough about golf to be dangerous. Okay.
Me too.
but that's about it. But what I've done as a coach is really try to coach that mental aspect, because even though we can't maybe hit that shot, we know how to think through the shot and what shot to hit. Right. So I do a lot of that teaching with the kids. And I will say that this younger bunch, not just Max, but like Will, that we're going to talk to later, Wes that's not here tonight, but that younger bunch really is grasps that idea, and it shows, it shines. They're actually playing above being the freshmen and sophomores that they are mentally out there on the course.
And one thing, about golf, it's different than other sports when it comes to practicing. You've got to be able to find a driving range somewhere like that or get out on the course and practice. Just walk us through a little bit, like what a week of practice would be like for you guys. Well,
before school starts, we got a lot of time out there on the course. And we run our drills. I've got several drills I've got from some college coaches and actually some from the pros. And I put those guys through those drills. So they're at the range. They're working on short game. They're working on their irons. They're learning their distances. And then they're putting. They're putting. They just putt a lot. But other than that, we get out and we play. And then I encourage them to play on their own. So even though that practice is only 3 or 4 hours here and there, they're playing on their own. And that's really what changes the golf. Because I can get a lot of instruction with them, but at the same time, them going and playing and kind of figuring it out on their own, those things change. So our first week, it's a lot of hours in the heat, especially out of the course in the middle of the day for us, because everybody's there in the morning and afternoon, but the course kind of is ours there in the middle of the day a little bit. And the kids use that to their advantage, then they play on their own. I can't express that enough. Like I left practice the other day, and I think 10 of the 17 were staying and playing. And when they're out there for dark, and like you're running into Max,
Oh yeah,
you're running into Max. I'm playing on my own on Sunday, and I'm running into 2 of them out there as well. So when they're doing those things, you can't do anything but get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that also goes within like the passion of the game. You start to fall in love with it when it's the one thing you're focusing and spending your time on. And when you love something, I think that only adds, to how much you want to work for it and work at it, and only makes your team better.
That's just a huge number. Sorry to interrupt. 17 kids.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I know last year you did a varsity A and a varsity B sometimes in tournaments because you just had such great depth. And that's how you build that is, those kids right now that, may not be getting to play varsity, I'm sure a couple of kids that are on your top 5 probably didn't expect to be this year.
Well, that's exactly right. So last year where I had such a really good stellar, 6 or 7
6
kids.
seniors.
Lost 7 actually.
7?
6 of them were in top 6.
Wow.
My other 7, he was there close, but I had 7. But what I did is I got those guys out there, and then it cost a little extra money, but boosters have done a great job helping us out. But we got that other second 5 to get some experience, got them playing in some matches, and that's really where these sophomores and freshmen I have right now, they've already had this experience a little bit, so it's not necessarily new to them. But I'm trying to do that again. I mean, I got 17 kids. Matter of fact, after tomorrow's match, I will have 14 of them have already played in some type of match or an event.
That's great.
And that's just that helps those freshmen or those younger kids. I mean, I've got a little 8th grader. He'll be an 8th grader this year. He's already played in an 18-hole and 2 9-hole matches already. So getting that experience is big time. It's a lot of work. I have to give some credit to my assistants. Last year, Valentine was over there. Only had 1. But this
Zach
year,
Bullard, don't forget Zach Bullard.
I had Zach there for a little bit.
Did he actually even coach? I just heard he got hit by a ball standing behind the tree.
Well, the question on him coaching, I'm not so sure, but I did see the leg mark.
I did see.
I told him, I said, your job is to keep the van cold and the food hot and not get hit. But he gets hit.
He gets hit.
Yeah.
No.
But having those guys help out, it allows me now to practice. I got 5 or 6. I'm over here watching.
Right.
They've got 5 or 6. They got 5 or 6, and then getting them in and letting them work really changes the game. I mean, tomorrow, a little JV match. I think I'm taking an 8th grader, a freshman, and 3 guys who've never played golf before until this year.
Yeah.
But I'm giving them a chance.
Absolutely. They just got to play.
So that's the thing with the kids. They got to realize, we got 17. They could play for another program in this state and be cut because they're only going to have 7 kids.
Right.
Instead, I'll tell you, I'm going to have 17. You're going to work on skills, and I will find a place for you to play.
That's awesome.
And if we do that, we can hopefully maybe build this program into the Madison Centrals, the Trinities. I mean, Trinity's got 17 players too. And number 17 is shooting par, but never getting to play in the region.
Yeah.
I got 17. My 17's doing a match, but they're getting a chance to play.
That's right.
So hopefully that helps out our program. I know the kids are loving it, and they're all together, wanting everybody to play well. And it does show off that they're playing and getting a lot of action.
Yeah, well, that's important to get just opportunity. And I know how passionate you are about it and how much time and effort you put into it. And I hope these kids realize that not every golf coach does that at every high school. I've known some that just show up for matches.
I won't say any names on that, but I will tell you, I've got golfers that even till today, they don't even play for me no more. They're fist bumping me or whatever. But I can tell you one of the best moments you have, whether it's a kid who's playing well or not, is that moment on the course when they got it. And they turn to you and they almost want to give you that hug. Fist bump. And I won't lie to you. I mean, Max shot a 69 the other day, and afterwards I said, dude, and he went, it's hug. Because
you got a hug.
Yeah, because these kids put a lot of time into it, and I do too. Yeah, we don't get paid enough, but you can't take away that moment, you have with the kids, especially when you got kids going to college. I mean, we had 2 last year, and I think the kids we got right now, I mean, I'm going to say I probably got at least 4 of them that probably could play some college golf.
Yeah, you had Brady went to Kentucky State, and Todd that always Union College. I know they changed their
Union
name.
Commonwealth, but
Union, yeah.
And I think both those guys probably have a really good shot of actually playing, getting a lot of time in. And like I said, right now, I got 4 guys that probably could play some college golf.
That's great.
And by the time they get to seniors, I hope to have a few more that could do that. And they just keep putting in the work. You'll be good. And
one thing I wanted to bring up was obviously we are still building our new athletic facility. behind the gym, and one of the things included in that is the golf simulator. Talk a little bit as a coach how it feels, for your sport to get some recognition and a new area to work on your players' game.
Well, we've had the simulator since I came
We just
here.
moved it from room
Yeah.
to room
Yeah.
at times.
It was one of the first things I wanted to get because I felt like off season some of these kids needed to have an opportunity to at least hit some balls. So we've moved it from room to room. Blackman, he's our principal. He was helping me out. We were in the auditorium. We were actually upstairs in my room, classroom. Could only hit irons, but the new facility is going to be great. We have some great plans for it. The simulator is going to be back in the one back room, and then based on the span, the length of that room, we're going to probably work on trying to have maybe a chipping area or a putting area. That way the kids can come in there, work on chipping and putting, and get on the simulator and work. That's going to be a huge game changer for us because, we're in Kentucky. Unless you're catching some really good weather in December, January, February, you're not getting out and playing.
Yeah.
Well, now the kids being right there, we're talking about 3:15, we're over there, and an hour later you played 18 holes on simulator, and those guys are worked on the game. So that really will take this program to the next level.
Absolutely.
So whether I'm still here or not, I'm going to leave some foundation for them.
And then lastly, just kind of talk about, some of your goals for this upcoming season with district, region, and maybe trying to make a push at state.
I always like to set goals a little higher than probably what we could reach. So at the beginning of the year, I talked about I really would like to probably finish I think we could finish second in our conference, which is like, just 6 teams around here, kind of like a district. Region, I felt like if we can be in that top 5, that'd be awesome. Now seeing where we're at, I don't want to put the pressure on them, but I really think we could maybe win our conference.
Yeah.
Clay, we're battling with them right now, and that was probably who I thought was going to be the top. Jackson County's got a good little program too. I think we got a chance to win conference. And region this year's at London Country Club, our home course.
Nice.
You catch these boys at the right time, right place, we got a chance to get runner-up. Don't know if we can win it. Placid County is
pretty good.
Loaded this year, pretty good. But runner-up sends us on to semi-state, gets these boys opportunities elsewhere. So I'm going to put the pressure on them. I'm going to try to get them to be runner-up again this year.
That's awesome.
That's a little lofty, but they have the talent to do it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, Coach Stone, for joining us tonight. We will step aside, take a quick little break, and then hear from Max Dotson and Will Sutton. You're listening to the Jaguar Den live here at the Palace.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. This is the Jaguar Den on the home of all things North Laurel, FM 98.5, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network via North Laurel Nation. This is where we proudly highlight all our student athletes and band members. You'll see and hear from basketball, cross country, soccer, volleyball, bass fishing, baseball, softball, track and field, golf, tennis, archery, football, swimming, cheer, and dance. Thank you for joining us in the Den.
Welcome back here to the Jaguar Den. I'm joined now by 2 members of the boys golf team, Max Dotson and Will Sutton. Guys, thank you all for coming out here tonight and joining me on the show. We're excited, to let some of our viewers learn about our golf program. So, first question, just talk each of you about, when you first started playing golf and kind of how you fell in love with it.
Really my family. They all play golf, and so I just kind of got into it that way.
Absolutely.
Just my family.
I started going out with my dad after school every now and then I started playing one summer and then kind of just fell in love with it.
Awesome. So I know, Max, you're a freshman. You're a freshman,
I'll be a
sophomore. Sophomore, that's right. Okay. Talk a little bit about how long you've played for the North Laurel High School program and under Coach Stone.
I've played for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
So since 7th grade,
yeah.
then? All right.
This will be my 4th year, maybe. I started playing in 7th grade.
Awesome.
And that was my coach all the way through.
Nice. So we were talking, Max, a little bit about you. You've had a really great start so far this season. Shot a 69 not too long ago and a 72 recently. Talk a little bit about, kind of how you've watched yourself over the past few seasons grow into this player you are now.
Really, I feel like I've matured a lot, and
Just been putting in the work.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Coach Stone really talked about how you're always constantly on the course, and my dad even mentioned he ran into you not too long ago.
Yeah.
But under Coach Stone, he was talking about how this year's a little shift for your all's team. You went last year, Brady Hensley fourth in state. You guys were region champs, but this year's a little bit of shift. But he put out a nice challenge for you guys. He thinks you all can get runner-up in your region this year. Talk a little bit about what you know of the competition in your conference and region.
I mean, we got to beat Rockcastle to make it. Pulaski's pretty good this year, but I think we beat Rockcastle and go past the region.
Absolutely. What about you?
Yeah, got to worry about Clay County. They're a pretty good contender for it as well. But, yeah, I think we have a really good chance at it this year.
All right. And talk a little bit about, for some people who may not know much about golf, especially like with a high school team, what are some things you guys do, to practice on your golf game and your swing and things like that?
Really just like going to the range and putting. That's what you really need. You be at the putting green hours per day. I know we don't all do it all the time. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't do it a lot, but that's what makes you better.
Absolutely.
I would say just play as much as you can, and you'll get better quickly if you play a lot.
And so you guys mentioned you've been on the team for a couple years. What are some of your all's favorite memories? Is there a specific memory? It doesn't even have to be, on the course, but a memory with your teammates that really stands out to you guys.
I would just say the bus rides. They're always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just being with them, having a good time.
Absolutely.
I'll probably say our overnight trip to Bowling Green, which was coming up this week. It's like a good time. We all partied up all night, and then got tournament the next morning.
Absolutely. And Stone was mentioning last season you had 7 seniors. 6 were in the top 6. Talk a little bit about what those guys kind of taught you and the legacy and things they left behind for you all to take care of.
Yeah, I mean, Brady definitely left a lot. He just feel like walking his footsteps. Everybody's footsteps really will be good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, they kind of look really big shoes to fill for us. I mean, we got to come in and shoot mid-70s every round and keep up with them. But they kind of show just keep your composure, keep playing.
Absolutely. So this last question, we're going to just something a little fun. If you could pick 3 people, it can be a celebrity, literally anybody, to play 18 holes with, who are the 3 people you're picking?
I'd have to go Michael Jordan, Tiger, and probably Rory.
Nice.
I'm probably going to go Donald Trump, John Daly, probably Tiger Woods.
Nice. I was wondering if we'd get an Adam Sandler in there. I don't know if
you
guys,
about it.
if you guys watched the new Happy Gilmore movie, but
it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, nothing beats the classics. But is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
Just keep playing good golf. So we need to do.
Absolutely, and all the viewers out there, support these guys. If you guys can be sponsors, help out the boosters. All those things go into these guys having a great season and be able to travel and do all these fun things together. So, fellas, thank you guys for joining me this evening, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We'll step aside and take a quick break here, and then be back to hear from the new cross-country coach, Judd Weaver.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
All right, welcome back here to the Palace, where we are having our 4th Jaguar Den episode. We just got done talking about the boys golf program here at North Laurel, and now we're joined here by the new head coach of the cross-country teams, Judd Weaver. Judd, thank you for joining us here tonight. and we're glad to have you here, a part of this North Laurel family. Just tell us a little bit about what kind of drew you, to apply for this position and want to be a part of this Jaguar family.
Well, I just want to say thank you for having me out here. It's an honor to be here. I wanted to coach at North Laurel for quite a while. My wife is an alumni from here. I graduated from Lafayette up in Lexington, but I've always wished that I'd have gone to North if I'd have lived down here. I had a lot of envy for this school. It's a great program, great school, and just as far as applying for it, as soon as I found out that it was available, I had one of the former runners who I go to church with message me because he knew I was talking about it, and as soon as he did, I applied for it, and the rest is history. And I'm so pumped to be here.
That's awesome. We knew when you joined that you would be a great addition here to our North Laurel family, and we're excited to see what you can do with this cross country program. You guys are starting to gear up for your season. Kind of, what has been the first few steps, in taking over this program?
So one of the first things I've been trying to do is to get to know the athletes, because I like to coach on a person by person basis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like a one size fits all. You got to do this every practice, but I like to get to know each athlete individually, know their fitness level, see where they're at. If they got another sport going on, I kind of take that into account. I just want to make sure each athlete individually is going to be able to reach their potential. And I have training plans drawn up for just about each athlete. I kind of group them together a little bit, but it's never, like I said, it's not a one size fits all. I like to look at each one and see what they need and I adjust accordingly. If they're hurt, if they've got some family drama going on, I'm going to factor all that in and adjust.
So, cross country.
Yes.
There's got to be some, intrinsic motivation, number one.
Oh, yeah.
To want to run like that. I always try to encourage my kids to run cross country. And they always said, Dad, why would you run for fun? So what's the mindset of a student athlete who runs cross country? I mean, obviously they have to be intrinsically motivated, but how do you as a coach kind of develop that mindset and help them with that motivation?
Well, running, it's a tough sport, and I kind of just try and instill that into each runner. When you pick this sport to do, people are going to kind of look at you like you're a little crazy. Like you said, who wants to just go run? And for me, I started off, I was a small guy. I tried to play football, tried to play basketball, and I loved it. I love those sports, but I never really made the cut for the good teams. And then so I remember my mom got me into running. She showed me a video of this guy who's he's my role model when it comes to running. He was, all-American, ran in the Olympics, and I kind of adopted my mindset off of his. And it was just, once I started applying that, I started really working hard and getting into it, and saw that cross country is one of the one sports that what you put in is what you get out.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be talented. You don't have to be, the tallest guy, the fastest runner. You're running a 5K. So if you put in that work, you're going to be able to see an outcome that's desirable if you're working hard. Now, if you're talented, that's pretty dangerous. If you're talented and you work hard, holy cow, we've got a few of those.
That's awesome.
But
a lot of times those two don't go together. Sometimes.
They don't, and that's and so I'm blessed right now with the athletes we've got. You'll actually get to talk to them here in a little bit, and I'm just excited for them. We've got talent and we've got hard workers on the team, and I've yet to see anybody be lazy. So
that's great.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and that's you compete against others, but you're also competing against yourself.
Yes.
In cross country, and I think that's kind of the joy of it.
Yeah.
If you love competition, then you're getting that twice, I guess.
Yep.
Trying to beat your personal record, but also beat others as well.
That's right. Yeah. We've got a lot of them that I'm kind of going back to a lot of the same races they did last year. I've ventured off a little bit from the last year's schedule. We've got a few meets up in Lexington, Louisville, and Woodford County that we're going to be going to, but a lot of them there we're going to be able to match and see where they were at last year and hopefully compare and hopefully improve.
Yeah, so that's what you're looking for is growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. That's what we're hoping to see this season.
So cross country, like we mentioned, it's not like other sports. You got to be internally motivated, and just talk a little bit about what practicing for a sport like this is. It's a lot of mental, but you also have to be physically fit and in shape. So talk a little bit about what you and your team do to get them ready for these meets?
Absolutely. So it's, primarily it's pretty simple. It consists of running.
Yeah.
But I believe in doing a lot of the extra stuff. So we warm up, we do our agilities, your high knees, your butt kicks, all that stuff that gets you loose and ready to go for the run. But then afterwards, either we do a normal run or we have workouts where we go to the track, or we do a little bit faster runs but shorter distance, just vary it up a little bit. But I am big on like weightlifting, doing core routines, stretching, getting ice baths, making sure that I check on each one of my athletes that I know is having some kind of issue or some kind of injury, something that I don't want to grow into an injury, but just aches and pains. That's what I tell them after every practice. I'm like, if you got any aches or pains or gripes, come to me and let me know about it, because I want to address it then before it becomes something bigger.
Before it becomes a problem.
Yeah. And so the training, you've really got to watch them, because you don't want to overtrain an athlete and then, down the road they're not able to compete when you need them at region and state. And that's worst case scenario. So, I try and address the problem before it gets really to be a bad problem. But training is just, it's a lot of running.
well, like you said, you got to have a balance in that, because you don't want to overrun them early on, but you got to get them prepared.
Yeah.
And I know, having one teenager now, one that's not a teenager anymore. Talk about, how much you talk to them about their diet or just the hydration. It seems like kids overlook that part sometimes.
Yes, they do. I'm very lucky to have a great assistant coach, Coach Cole Clark. He's a teacher at North, and brought him on pretty recently, and he's been doing awesome. And he's a science teacher, so he knows. I know the science a little bit behind it, but he knows how to explain it and break it down to kids.
That's great.
And me and him have clicked on everything as far as, nutrition, sleep, what we believe an athlete needs to be doing outside of practice. Mm-hmm. And he's that type. You come to him if you got any questions. You can come to me, but he's probably going to give you a better answer when it comes to the science behind it.
Yeah, so, he was the guy last year during our in-service days or something. He would run like 3 miles on the lunch break or something.
Oh, my gosh.
He's been running with our guys.
Shout out to Coach Clark.
Amen, he's great.
I got a lot of respect for that, though. It's one thing to yell at the kids and tell them to do this, do that, but then when you see the coach out there doing it, it's like, okay, like that makes you really want to run through a wall for your coach right there.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep, he's out there running with him right now. I'm working on getting back in shape. By mid-season, I'm going to try and be able to stick with him on all their runs. But for right now, he's getting the job done, and he is awesome.
He is. Well, when's your all's first meet? School starting this week.
So our first meet's going to be this month. It's August 26th, I believe. Okay. It's going to be the Lynn Camp Invitational. Mm-hmm. So it's the same one they did last year. I think it was their season opener last year. Really looking forward to hopefully getting some. I don't necessarily care if we get PRs right off the bat, but I'd like to see some better times than what they did last year at that same meet.
Sure.
And I've heard it's going to be the same course, so hopefully we see some improvements on their times.
That's great,
but it'll be a good race.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Coach Weaver, for joining us here, and we're very excited to follow your cross country team this season and see what all you guys accomplish. And thank you for coming out tonight.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right.
I really appreciate it, y'all.
So we will step aside, take a quick break, and then we will come back and let you hear from some of these cross-country runners. You're listening to Jalen and Mike Black here at the Palace for the Jaguar Den.
For the best in Southern and country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best in country and Southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to the Palace. We are now joined with some of our senior cross-country runners. This is Abby McCowan and Jesse Madden joining me here now. And, guys, thank you all for, taking the time out of your evening to come here and be on the show for us tonight.
No problem.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. So we talked with, your new head coach, Judd Weaver. What are your all's thoughts so far on Coach Weaver?
Great coach. Love him. He's really been helping us out, honestly, with our practices that we've been having. His routine's just, honestly, it's professional level, honestly.
Absolutely.
And everyone's loved it. I've not heard a complaint out of the team at all.
That's awesome.
You can really tell he cares about the team and how he coaches.
Yeah, that's important, having a coach. It makes you want to work harder when you know he actually has the best interest for you guys. But talk a little bit about, when you guys started running cross-country. I tried it. In elementary school, I ran a few cross-country races, 3rd, 4th grade, and I decided that was not for me. I did not enjoy running. So just talk a little bit about when you first started and kind of how you fell in love with the sport.
Well, I think me and Abigail, we both started in like about 4th grade, wasn't it? In Jackson County.
Yeah,
we did
nice.
It was like right when they were starting out in Jackson County for the little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of always loved running. It was always an enjoyment to me. If there was some big dispute on the playground, me and my buddies would just be like, okay, whoever wins this race, we got this, is the winner.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I've just always enjoyed it. And my parents were like, hey, track and cross country is a thing in high school. I didn't start till high school, surprisingly. Yeah. I wish I started sooner, about middle school. Probably be way better than what I am today. But I've loved it. I've loved the friends that I've made along the way. Basically family now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I started 4th grade and then really got into it in 6th grade. My brother ran for Rachel and Greg, so I kind of knew about the program. I hated it starting out, and Rachel and Greg kept pushing me, and I began to fall in love with it.
That's awesome. Yep. So we talked a little bit with Coach Weaver, just his thoughts on, how you guys train and prepare for these sorts of meets and things like that, because as much physical training it's a lot of mental too, being able to, when you hit a wall, to push yourself through. Kind of just talk about what you guys do, when you're in the middle of a meet and you realize your body's getting tired, what you have to kind of tell yourself to get through the end of the race.
Oh yeah, it's rough out there.
Yeah,
it's a war zone in your own head half the time.
You have to think that everyone's experiencing that same pain that you're going through during that race, and you just have to push through it, and you'll make it eventually.
Absolutely. So, you guys are seniors, and from what I've heard, you both have been a part of the cross-country team. Do you run track?
Yes.
You do as well,
Yes.
right? So what are kind of the things that, go together with track? I know it's a lot of you can do hurdles and a lot of shorter runs, but how do both of those sports kind of help together and work and make you a better athlete?
Well, I usually run the longer distance stuff on track.
Gotcha.
Probably because
So
of
that
cross
helps
country.
you, yeah.
It helps me out a ton. The pacing for the 2 miles, that's 200 meters. Good. But the 2 mile runs, that helps me out a ton, because at cross country you have to run way further than that. So you have to have a different pacing. You got to learn how your body basically works depending on the situation.
Gotcha.
Cross country helps you build your endurance, and that pushes you in track to run the mile and the 2 mile races as
Absolutely.
a distance runner.
Yeah. So what are some of your all's favorite memories? Like, is there a specific cross-country meet that sticks out, or even just like a bus ride with your teammates? Is there a moment you guys enjoyed?
Shoot, you're putting us on the spot here.
I know, I
can't
kinda
think
am.
of one. It's
I would
hard
have to
think
say
of
the
one.
Fast Cats meet that we got to spend overnight
That
with.
was a good
Oh,
one.
yeah, the overnight trips. Those are always a blast.
Went out as a team, had a good meal.
Those are the fun ones. I do like those, because that's more of the bonding trip.
Yeah,
When
absolutely.
you get the whole team together, and those fans, y'all basically having to play brother and sister the
Yes.
entire way there.
Absolutely.
Like-
But that's a cool thing about sports. Like you mentioned, they feel like your family. You spend so much time
Oh,
with
yeah.
them at practice and at meets. You guys become really close, and
100%.
you've got a family for life even after you graduate. But so y'all senior season coming up. you have any personal goals or maybe goals for your team in your final year?
Well, this year I kind of plan on trying to help the cross country team, and I'm sure Abigail probably does too, but to help the whole cross country team prepare themselves for their future. Where we're leaving, we're basically done now. So it's better to help us push the next generation on forward.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
Just enjoy the season because this is the last one we'll ever get running high school cross country.
Absolutely.
Amen.
And do either of you have plans to maybe run in college, track or cross country, anything like that?
I do.
You do?
I hope to get a college.
That's awesome.
Help me.
Yeah.
Out sometime.
Probably not as much, but I want to continue to run and enjoy the sport that it is.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. This has been Abby McCowan and Jesse Madden here live from the Palace on the Jaguar Den.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.
Gospel, you have found the source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best of country and southern gospel.
We are the Light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
Welcome back here to the Jaguar Den, joined now by some other cross-country runners, Aiden Harris and Jackson Soren. Guys, thank you for joining me here tonight on the show. We're excited to hear a little bit about you guys in cross-country. So we just got done talking to two of the seniors, about their upcoming final season running cross-country. Tell me, you're going to be what?
I'll be a junior.
You'll be a junior.
I'll be a freshman.
Freshman, all right. So I know both of you, though, have been running cross-country for a while. Tell everyone a little bit about how you got started in this sport and kind of what made you fall in love with it.
I ran in the Bush Elementary races
Yes.
since I was,
Yep.
I think, in about second grade. And then I didn't really run a whole lot in fifth grade because I was in primary elementary school, so I was playing basketball and stuff. But then sixth grade year, my mom was just like, hey, you can run. Because I was still at EB. So she's like, you can still run for North High School if you want to. So I was like, definitely. Because I loved it. So that's how I got started. So I've been running from sixth grade to now.
Awesome.
I started running at cross country for Bush in fifth grade, I believe. And it just carried over into middle school because I wouldn't want to, but my brother convinced me into it.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I started doing good, so I enjoyed it and kept on going with it.
Absolutely. So now you guys are gearing up for a new upcoming season, and this time with the new coach. Kind of talk about, Coach Weaver and so far what he's done for this program.
He's been great so far. I mean, he's been getting us all going pretty good. We've got a pretty solid group because school's not even starting. We still got like 16 or 18 people at practice.
Nice.
And so he's got it started up good, and I feel like practice has been just really good, especially for his first year coaching. He's done a really good job so far.
Absolutely.
I believe he's been a good coach so far. He is really helping us to push us and make us the best runners that he can. And he's making it clear that he knows what he's doing, and he knows that not everybody's the same runner and that not everybody can do the same things.
Yep.
So he pushes you to the amount that you want to be pushed and also to the amount that he believes that you should be pushed to be a better runner.
So talk a little bit about like past experiences. Is there a certain, cross country meet that kind of sticks out? Maybe one where you got your personal best or your team won the meet, anything like that?
The course to me that I always can remember the best is Wayne County. That's where we run region most of the time.
Gotcha.
Last year is where I had my fastest times, which is kind of
Nice.
weird because there's a massive hill at Wayne County. But I got my fast time there, and it's a good course overall, and that's what I remember the most from the course in general.
Yeah.
I remember the most probably Owensboro, just because of not really the race, the memories I made with my teammates, and being my only year going there with my brother. It was very fun memories, and the hotel stay was fun, and our Madden tournament that night in the hotel was fun. It was definitely a good memory.
So you guys are coming up on the season, and he was talking about the Lynn Camp Invitational being y'all's first meet. Kind of, how do you prepare not only physically but mentally for that? I talked a little bit with Abby and Jesse about the mental aspect, and when you hit a block during a meet, how you like push yourself to continue going. You guys have any specific things you do?
Well, for the meet, like when you're getting ready, like doing the stretches, when you get to the starting line for it, you're always, for me at least, I'm always like super nervous.
Yeah,
like,
that's
just feeling my gut, like I feel like I'm about to die. And like I was friends for so many races, but it happens every single time. But I'll talk to my team and stuff, and we kind of like get each other like listen out, like let's go, let's do this. And
absolutely.
Then, but 30 seconds to the race, once you're running, you're fine. You settle in, you get a pace, and you're good from there.
Yeah.
For me, it's definitely at the beginning of the races. Before the race starts, I try to pray and talk to the Lord a little bit, because I know He loves me, and I know that He's not going to let anything too bad happen to me.
Yeah.
And I definitely try to make sure everybody knows that the Lord will be with us during that race for sure.
That's awesome. So, you're I think you said next month is the first meet. Are there any personal goals you guys have set for yourself for this season?
First race, at least I want to be definitely under 20, because first race you're always kind of like shake out like a little rusty.
Yeah.
But for the middle season, kind of the end, I hope to be somewhere in the 18s, and if I'm doing really good, hopefully in the 17s, which would be amazing if I could get that.
I'd definitely like to start off the seasons trying to get into the 17s, maybe low 18s, because I really have been trying to push myself in practice and get my mileage up. And I would definitely like to be maybe low 17s at the end of the season at state, maybe.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for getting on here tonight and telling us a little bit about your cross country experience. And we want to wish you guys luck in the rest of your season, and hopefully you guys have a great job first year under new head coach. Yeah. So thank you guys. We'll step aside, take a quick break, and we will come back and close this thing out here at the Palace.
And country gospel, you have found source. It's the light of London 98.5 for the old and new. And somewhere in between, we are the light of London for the very best of country and southern gospel.
We are the light of London 98.5, providing you with some of the very best gospel music around. And you can take us with you anywhere you go. For more information, visit us at www.lightoflondon.com.
This is the Jaguar Den, on the home of all things North Laurel, FM 98.5, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network via North Laurel Nation. This is where we proudly highlight all our student athletes and band members. You'll see and hear from basketball, cross country, soccer, volleyball, bass fishing, baseball, softball, track and field, golf, tennis, archery, football, swimming, cheer, and dance. Thank you for joining us in the Den.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Palace as we wrap things up for this show. Been a great show so far. Yeah, we got to hear from new assistant principal James Gray, and then Coach Stone and some of our boys golfers. And then new head coach Judd Weaver of the cross country team, and some of our female and male cross country runners. So overall, been a great episode, and grateful for all those people that came out tonight.
Yeah, big thanks to our student athletes, our golfers, Will Sutton and Max Dotson, and then to our runners, Abby McCowan, Jesse Madden, Aiden Harris, better known as Fidget, and Jackson Storm for, just sharing their stories. We heard a lot about training and, practice and their mindset. And, like we talked about, some of our minor sports don't get the headlines that they deserve, but we've got some outstanding golfers. You mentioned Max, and, some articles been written about him lately, being off to a hot start. I think he shot a 69 the other day. And, Will Sutton and West Storm are playing really well. And I know Coach Stone just does a great job with those kids. And then Judd Weaver's just really excited.
He is. You can see the passion.
Very passionate about cross country, and that's what it takes. We talked about that discipline and competitiveness that it takes to be a cross country runner. You're competing against not only others but yourself, and so we're just glad we get an opportunity to showcase them. We'll be coming back each month, kind of giving some updates on how their season is going and following them throughout the season and the postseason play.
Yeah, so our next show is going to be September 1st, and that is when we will finally get the chance to speak to some of our women golfers. Coach Vickers and his team had a meet tonight, so we were not able to hear from them. So September 1st, tune in as we hear from Coach Jerry Vickers and some of our girls golf team, and then men and women soccer as well. We mentioned this, I think maybe the last episode. They were both coming off of really great seasons last year and still really great opportunities ahead in this upcoming season.
Yeah, expected to do very well. I know Coach David Broyles does a good job with the boys, and Kayla Bargo Carson does a great job with the girls, so we'll be excited to hear from them and kind of get an update on where their season is, because I know they start here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, so everyone tune in September 1st for the next episode, and we thank you all for watching. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor here for the Jaguar Broadcasting Network, you can reach out to either me or Kip Jervis, and we will get you figured up. But thank you all for watching, and this is going to do it for the Jaguar Den. You're listening to Jalen and Mike Black here at the Palace.
Go Jags.
Go Jags.
The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger. This is the Jaguar Den, on the home of all things North Laurel, FM 98.5, and the Jaguar Broadcasting Network via North Laurel Nation. This is where we proudly highlight all our student athletes and band members. You'll see and hear from basketball, cross country, soccer, volleyball, bass fishing, baseball, softball, track and field, golf, tennis, archery, football, swimming, cheer, and dance. Thank you for joining us in the Den. The Palace Family Entertainment Center has 60,000 square feet of fun and games, 18 bowling lanes, the largest arcade in town, an indoor go-kart track, a full-service snack bar, and now introducing Crazy Axes, our new axe-throwing facility. Ask us about our bowling leagues and birthday party rooms. Come for the thrills and excitement and stay for the fun. We have it all at the Palace on North Main next to Kroger.